नमस्कार, प्रणाम और जय भोजपुरी। आज हम दुबई एक्सपो के इटली पेवेलियन में बानी और वह सबके आज इटली पेवेलियन देखावे जा रहल बानी। हमरा ज़्यादा नइखे बोले के एमे इटली पेवेलियन पर ही एगो गाइड लड़की बिया, उ बताई सब चीज़, रुआ सब देखत रही। बीच बीच में हमरो कमेंट्री रही, देखी सब है, सुनल जाओ ओकरा के।
Italia. I'm Anna. I'm a university student and I will guide you in our pavilion. So the main theme here is the beauty connects people, which is not the beauty of appearance, it's the beauty of knowledge, the beauty of our culture and tradition that we believe can connect people and lead to our future. Also, you will see a lot of stories and objects related to technology and innovation. But another theme is the journey. So I think you saw the tree boat over us, our roof, and all the nautical ropes all around us. Also, we are a map. Over there behind you, there's a map. This one is really important because was one of the first ones that wasn't made to go to the sea, but was made to keep in the house. So as a cultural object. And then in the museum, of course. We can start because this is only half of our journey. So this is space, and now we're going to see time. And I have to ask you to wear your mask over your nose because it's mandatory inside here. Also, if you can't hear me or if you want to know anything about this pavilion, please tell me because I'm here for this, so don't worry about that. We can start and you can use both of these. Yeah, that's cool. We saw space and now we have time. So this installation is talking about different themes, tradition and technology. So the first one, this type of time, is the traditional one, of course. You can see an hourglass, it's just an hourglass. But on we have the innovation. This machine is an atomic clock. This is one of the most accurate and perfect atomic clock ever created. And it has an error of 1 second every 3 million years. Sorry. So this means that the atoms inside are moving. This movement is like counting the time, and it has an error of 1 second only after 3 million years. So by this we mean that it's one of the most accurate, and that's why we call it the perfect time. This machine was made by an Italian company called Leonardo, and it's in use in 13 satellites in orbit at the moment. But right now we are in the highest point of this pavilion. As you can see, we have a beautiful view over Expo, thanks to the fact that we don't have walls, but all around us there are 70 kilometers of nautical ropes made using plastic bottles. Also, this one, by the way, will be used as nautical ropes at the end of Expo. So we're trying to be more sustainable as possible, using and reusing the materials inside this pavilion. Another example is the floor you're walking on. This one was made by an Italian company called Mapei, using orange peels, and the black was using coffee grounds.
संतरा के छिलका से बनल भाई।
Looking up here, you can see a Bulgari installation. These 63 lights, which 50 of them are in gold, as a tribute to the jubilee of the 15th jubilee of the United Arab Emirates, so the host country of Expo. So, walking down the skywalk, you start seeing two important structures. The Theater of Memory, the white structure over there, and the Via Belvedere. These two are also part of an installation by NLX. You can see the moon, the sun, the yellow one over there, and in the opposite direction, the blue one is the moon. They change colors and lights to day and night, and when people cross this pavilion. Also here you can see a tiltrotor. This is like the combination between a helicopter and a plane. It starts in a vertical way like a helicopter, then it changes position like that and fly like a plane. At the moment it's used for a military emergency, but the idea is also to spread for common use. Next to it you can see the shuttle legacy. This one was made in Avio, and it's used by the European Space Agency to send satellites in orbit. This one is a smaller version. These such objects are part of our innovation space that is under us. I'm keeping this because I think from here we have a better point of view. So, a fun fact is that the roof of this pavilion is creating the biggest Italian flag ever existed. Now we are crossing the red part, but you can see red numbers. So, this may seem like random numbers, but this is the Fibonacci sequence. So Fibonacci was an Italian mathematician, and he discovered that adding the 2 plus number of the sequence, you can find out the third one. The 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and it keeps going. But the beautiful things, and also the reason why we put it there, is because you can find the same numbers in nature. So for example, if you take a bunch of flowers, like daisies or sunflowers, you will find, counting the petals, you will find exactly the same numbers. So nature followed the flowers. Follow this sequence without a real explanation, but in a perfect and beautiful way. See our Belvedere. It's like an island inside the sea. You can also see this laboratory, which is the only one in the whole Expo. I'm going to explain what they're doing, where we'll be next to the water. And from here you can also see our sun.
असल में इटली पेवेलियन में इटली के जौन कल्चर बा, जौन जाके खोज बटे, जौन टेक्निक बटे, तकनीक बटे, वो सारा चीज़न के बारे में जानकारी बा। अभी जौन हरियर लाल रंग के वो सब देखे जा रहा बनी, ई कॉस्मेटिक पेंट आ चीज़ जैसन चीज़ बनावे खातिर एकर प्रयोग होला। तो लड़की आगे भी ये चीज़ के बारे में बताई, ये जौन लाल रंग और सब कलर का एकरा में ऑक्सीजन के बड़ा बेहतरीन अरेंजमेंट बाटे, वो सब चीज़ एकरा में देखब सब है। ये हरियर लाल रंग में एकरा पेंट उंट बनेला ओकरे खातिर बा।
Water, you can see 2 different types of microalgae. So the darker thing in the water here is the red one is hematococcus. This one is mostly used for cosmetics products like face mask, cream, something like that. The green one over there is a spirulina and was the food of the future. So it's a super benefit about proteins and vitamins. And here we have the only laboratory in the whole Expo, which is a group from Sardinia, here to study, analyzing and promote this algae as a sustainable innovation for our future. The spirulina, as well as food, can also be used for cosmetics product and paint. Some rumor and the roof of this pavilion were paint using spirulina. And also you can see a lot of bubbles all over the water, like this one. This is air full of carbon dioxide, CO2. We bring this air from the restaurant under us. We put it there in the water tanks, and this algae converted in oxygen. So it's like our pavilion is breathing for us. Also, on the screen over there, you can see a movie by Gabriele Salvatore's Oscar winner that shows the Italian saper fare, which means know-how. So activities that are part of our tradition and culture that also may hide the quality of meat in Italy.
ए वीडियो में जौन रुआ सब के आगे जौन पत्थर के एगो घर जैसन देवाल जैसन लौकत हटे, मूल रूप से बहुत पारंपरिक उन लोग के सिसली के, खास करके सिसली के एरिया के पारंपरिक रूप से घर बनावे के तकनीक हटे, उहे ही लेके बता रहल बिया।
Inside here you will see the reproduction of the Renaissance studiolo, which is where artists and poets used to study, research, look at art. And here is the frame of the beautiful landscape of Italy that you will see over the screen. Also that one is our laboratory, and on the floor you can see spirulina paint. So this is our Renaissance studiolo.
इटली के अलग अलग संस्कृति के, अलग अलग तकनीक के, अलग अलग जानकारी है जुआ।
Umbria is in the center of Italy, and the place is Castelluccio. And now it's Ferruccio. And they decided to show you this object as part of their culture. So you can see ceramics and maiolica. Something interesting that I can tell you is that this one in particular was also in the first World Expo in the Crystal Palace in London. And now it's also in the last one here in Dubai. So before I was talking about the innovation space, which is part of the Titotor and the Legacy. This is our innovation space. On the screen you can see Italian companies that are working in the field of water and space. And also, the protagonist here is the Martian Trio over there. So this one was made by Leonardo, the same company as the Atomic Clock, and this will be sent to Mars.
मशीन एजा लौकतिया वो मशीन बहुत जल्दी मंगल ग्रह पर जाए वाली भी है, वह बता रहा है कि
and the mission is to take some samples from the ground to understand if there's water or if you can grow something on Mars. And it can go down 2 meters deep, which is really innovative because the older drill went like 7 centimeters. So it's a huge difference, and we hope to find something interesting, of course. It's the perfect example of tradition and technology that lead to innovation. Why?
ई जौन पौधा लागल बटे एकरा में एगो यंत्र लागल बा जौना से ई जानकारी मिलेला कि ई पौधा मने कितना पानी ले रहल बटे, कौना समय में कितना पानी ले रहल बटे, ये बता रहल बिया कि ये
and under the roof. These are recording the water stress level of this plant. So the idea and the innovation is to understand the real needs and reduce the water waste. So these sensors are telling us how much water the plant needs. So tradition and technology that lead to innovation. Also, we are trying to understand if this type of plants can survive in this environment. Of course, some of them are doing so well, but actually some other are pretty fine. Here at the left, you can see the Dolce Gabbana banks. Dolce Gabbana is one of our sponsors. This is a tribute to Sicily and to Naples. Here you can sit, take pictures, take a break as you prefer. And looking up, you can see the moon. And now
3D प्रिंट के कमाल हटे, हमरा जरूरत नहीं है बतावे के कि रुआ सब का देख रहल बानी, कहाँ से कि इटली के मशहूर चेहरा हटे, मशहूर आकृति है, बाकी वही बारे में बता रहल बड़ी 3D प्रिंटिंग के माध्यम से ही बनल बटे, एकदम हूबहू वैसे ही ओरिजिनल लेखा बनल बा।
The same as the original one. So the only real difference is the point of view. Because in Florence you can see from above, but it's 5 meters high, so you can't see a lot of details that here you can see. For example, the 2 liter heart in his eyes. You can see 2 liter heart in his pupils. In Florence you cannot see that. Also we are in a really special space because all around us there are 2.5 million of mosaics. This is covered with gold leaf. This is the King Roger's room in the Norman's Palace in Palermo. And also you can find different mirrors like this one that help you look at the ceiling, which is the sky.
एकरा में डिजाइन भी बाटे, अब शीशा कहीं देखी एंगल जैसे कि ऊपर के पूरा रुआ नीचे देखा नहीं, लेकिन रुआ ऊपर के सब कुछ दिखाई दे रहा बाटे। तब अद्भुत तकनीक जौन परंपरा संस्कृति बाटे ओकरा संगे तकनीक के बड़ा शानदार कनेक्शन बाई जा। ई रहला इटली के पेविलियन। अब इजाजत नहीं सभे, धन्यवाद, प्रणाम, जय भोजपुरी।